Hello you lot, how's it going? I'm just playing around with this engine here. It's taken a while for me to get around to this, but that's the engine there. I'm going to put the exhaust together now. I was rummaging, I think I got sent that one by Combustion Dave. He was called himself RC Combustion Dave, and I think he's just Combustion Dave or Combustion RC. He sent me this exhaust a while back, and I haven't had a chance to actually put it on the engine, but now I've got a spare sort of 5 minutes or so. I've got to pack a few things up. I've sold that shell, so I've got to box that up. That's sold to a subscriber. All the shells now are pretty much sold to subscribers, so yeah, these two are going all the way to the Netherlands. But yeah, so I'm finally going to get round to putting this together. Now what gave me the prompt actually was I was rummaging around and I come across this pull start, which I must have bought for something or another. I don't remember why I bought it, but I come across it in one of the toolboxes and I thought to myself, oh, this is one of those strong pull starts. I wonder if it will fit on here. I had a little look and it doesn't fit. It's too small, the bolt holes don't line up, and the little shaft, the one-way bearing, is too small. That's either a 9mm or a 10mm. I don't think they ever did a 10mm one-way bearing shaft, so it must be 9mm, but my calipers appear to read it as a 10mm, but I don't think they ever did a 10mm one. Anybody did, but they might have done. I've just never seen one before. It's probably 9mm, but these, I think, these are 12 or 13mm, aren't they? Or 12mm, something like that. And designed for the more modern type of one-way bearing. This is more of an older style. So anyway, it doesn't fit, so I can't use that. But that doesn't mean I can't put the exhaust together. I also found, when I was rummaging around, a new pack of springs. Look, I've got the 3 little springs and the one big spring, which holds... Well, I could do 2 springs. I might see if I can get another one, but one will be enough for now, and that'll hold it to the engine. So I've got a new gasket there. That one, I might try and use that one. Get away with using the old one and keep the new one as a spare. Yeah, at least I can put the exhaust on it, and then once I find a pull start, I'd rather a pull start on it. Might better get one of those little roto start, you know, the adapter thing. Well, not adapters, are they? They are roto starts. Don't know why I called it an adapter, but I might better get one of those and put on it and use a roto start on it, but I don't really want to. Oh, and I've got a glow plug as well. I don't really want a roto start. I want a pull start on it because I want to put this in the Savage. I want to see what this engine will be like in the Savage, and if it's actually any good and runs all right, I'll take it out again, give it a jolly good old clean up, and yeah, I'll probably just have it on the shelf as a spare engine, a good running spare engine. I probably won't run it full time. I might do, depends how I feel, to be honest with you, but I know this is quite an old engine, so when I say old, I know it's more than 10 years old anyway, so I like to keep it nice. So anyway, I'm going to put the exhaust together, put the little gasket on there, put the springs together, and attach it on, and see what it looks like. It's a nice old pipe, this one. I think he put water in it and put it in the freezer to get some of the dents out, because it has had some dents in the past. Look, very nice, very nice. It looks like a nice pipe. Yeah, right, we're finally getting around to it. Right, I'm just going to put this together now and we'll come back. Well, there you go, look. I used that gasket on there. That should be alright. This one's a little bit dicky. I think I might try that one on it, see what that's like, but that's not very good. It might seal alright. I'll have to start it up. Once I get a pull start, I'll start it up. I don't want to change the gaskets over if I don't need to, so if that one seals alright, I'll just keep that one on there. But I've got a glow plug for it as well, but I can't remember what I've done with it. I might have left it on top of the fridge or something somewhere. But I need to get an air filter for it, but before I go and get an air filter for it, I'll just see how it runs, and if it runs a bit crap, and then I won't bother putting an air filter on it, obviously. I'll take it apart and see if I can get a rebuild kit for it. But if not, I shall be, if it runs alright, I'll stick it on the bench, start it up in the vise. If it runs alright, I'll get an air filter for it, see if it'll fit in the Savage with those mounts. If not, I'll try and make some or get some, and then we can be absolutely well away. I got some tyres in the post yesterday for the Rush, so sent to me by a subscriber. I didn't need the front ones, but it's good that I've got a new set of front ones as well. I wanted the back ones ideally, and look at them, they've got plenty of tread left. I plan on using that Rush you know, every now and again, just getting it out as a bit of a nostalgic blast now and again, you know. I'm not going to be using it regularly, so these tyres won't wear out at all really. It's just going to be used on grass every now and again. So I've got some nice tyres. I think I'll put them in the sink, give them a scrub, just because they've got a bit of dust on them, and not for any particular reason, but I'll clean the other ones, so I might as well clean these ones, and stick them on the Rush at some point later on. Thank you very much to the person that sent me those, and also yeah, thank you Mr. Dave. No, this is looking good. I did bend the spring slightly when I put it on. I've got another one I think, so, but I don't want to bother changing it just yet. Proper happy with that. Don't know what type of clutch it's got in there, but it's got a bell on it, it's got a bell end on it, so I'll leave that like that. Very, very nice. Right, I've just been I'm spending far too much time out here, but once you're out here and you're playing around, it's hard, isn't it, sometimes to sort of you know, stop basically. So I've got a little rule out, because I was having a look on various different websites to try and find. I was just looking at roto start, you know, the back plate things for roto starts and that, and you can get those. I've got 30mm centres to centres on the bolt holes, but the pull starts, even for the K4.6, K4.9, and other big block .28 engines, they're 27mm, and these I'm not going to be able to show you, I don't think, without let's have a look. I might be able to, as long as you can read upside down. Oh, I wonder if that's somebody wants to buy something. These, that's roughly centre to centre, but you can see that's 30mm centre to centre there. So I'm not going to be able to put a pull start on this. There's going to be some, unless I can find one that's 30mm centre to centre. So I could 27mm. I wonder if there'll be enough plastic on a 27mm pull start to elongate the holes and make it fit. Don't know. On eBay you can buy, well, you can get them from various different websites as well, but you can buy a conversion kit for the K4.6 and the K5.9, I think other engines as well, because those used a 9mm shaft, one-way bearing shaft, as we know from the previous time when I was trying to find a pull start for that engine. I've got 4 or 5 pull starts, genuine HPI ones, for the K4.6, so I might have a look to see if I can make that fit. Where they are is a different question. I know I've definitely got them, but where I put them is a different question. Or I might just buy the kit, get a 12mm one-way bearing shaft, slightly bigger, and it'll come with a 27mm centre to centre pull start. I wonder if I'll have enough plastic to elongate the holes. I don't know yet. Either that, the other option is to simply just buy an off-the-shelf roto start kit, come with a roto start and the back plate, screw that on, and I'll have to use a roto start with it. Didn't really want to use a roto start. You lot know that I don't like roto starts. I like simplicity. I like to have a pull start, one less battery to charge up, one less battery to buy, less expense. But pull start's about 15 quid, 20 quid if you're going to get an expensive one of those unbreakable ones, and that's it. But if you buy the roto start kit, you've got to buy the kit, which is like 50, 60 quid, and then you've got to buy a battery, which is another 30, 40 quid, depends what battery you get. It's more expense, but I'm going to see what I can do my best. Hopefully I will be able to put a pull start on it. I know some of you are going to say, these big engines, they can't have pull starts, they'll snap them. Well, that RC scrapyard reckons these unbreakable pull starts are unbreakable with the Kevlar string, so I might better give that a go, but let's see if I can find a 30mm one. I don't know if he does a 30mm one. Or maybe I'll send him a message and find out if he does a 30mm centre to centre pull start. If not, I'll have to see what I can work out. That's as far as I've got on that for now. I've done a little bit of digging around and searching. I'm spending way too much time out here. Luckily enough, my wife doesn't actually like me, so it's not as if I'm losing anything. But I've been digging around a little bit, and I've managed to find a pole start which is for a Thunder Tiger, but it appears to have 30mm holes, centres to centres, and it has a 9mm. They call it a hex, don't they? Measurements. Look, 9mm hex aperture for Thunder Tiger starter shaft, measured across the flats. Now I measured this at 10mm, but my calipers, well, they're certainly not the best. They've certainly seen better days, and they only work sometimes. So yes, yeah. So there's a very big chance that these didn't really read it correctly. Put a rule across it, it could be 9 or 10mm. It's like 9.5mm. Anyway, that's not going to make much of a difference anyway, is it? So 37mm length across back plate, 37mm height across back plate, 30mm between fixing centres, measured both vertically and horizontally. That's what we've got, 30mm, 19mm depth. I don't know about that. 19mm depth. You see, that's not 19mm, is it? That's 19mm. Oh, that must be the whole pole start. Well, that's plenty of room there. I thought it meant the depth of that. Obviously, it doesn't. 37mm high. 37mm high. Let's have a look. 37mm high. I'm only going to be able to measure that from there. That's about 36, 37, something like that. I'm sure you'll might be able to see it a bit better than what I can. I reckon that's right. I reckon that'll fit. I reckon we need to go for this Thunder Tiger one. It's for Thunder Tiger Pro 15 engines. 3D printed though, unfortunately, which I'm not very keen on 3D printed stuff. A friend of mine had a 3D printer a few years ago, and we 3D printed a load of stuff, and it was absolute rubbish. It didn't work. He tried all different types of plastic, all different rods, all different wire, whatever you call them, the reels. They were just no good. Some people say different 3D printing's different stuff, but I don't like 3D printed stuff. It's as simple as that. But it looks like it's going to be the only option I've got. So I think I might order one of those, and then when it comes, we'll see if we can get it to work on this, because I just don't want to go down the route of roto start. I've just been done a couple of videos on this Roven Q Shorty, because a lot of people have been asking me questions about them and about the engines and all that, and plus a few things that no one asked me questions but I thought would be worth trying to help people realise and know about with these engines. So one of the things about tick over and that, can you have a low tick over? Yeah, you can have a low tick over. Get it as low as you can get it to go. It sounds better low. You do hear a lot of people with you know, they got the low C5Ts and other petrol ones, Rovens and all them ones. They have the tick overs really high. I don't know why. It sounds really bad, in my opinion. Like sitting there screaming, and then they go. There's no need for it to be that high. Get them nice and low. They sound better, and it's better for the engine anyway. You get more lubrication, plenty of oil going around in the bottom of that crankshaft, in the bottom of that crank even. But yeah, done a video on that, done a few things. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you this engine, the progress that I'm getting there with. I've ordered that Thunder Tiger Polestar. I just ordered that, so I don't know when it will come. Today being Wednesday, it might come Friday, but it's a bank holiday Friday, isn't it? Friday bank holiday. It might come Friday. We'll find out, and we'll know. But as soon as it comes, hopefully it'll fit. If that's got a 9mm little hexagon thing there, as they call it, the one-way bearing shaft thing, if that's 9mm, no, if that's 10mm, I can make a 9. I can make it fit in a 9mm hole. That won't be that hard. So yeah, I reckon we should be, fingers crossed, we should be well away with that. And then I'll better stick it in the vise. We'll better start it up, see how it's going to run, and if it runs all right, we'll stick it in the Savage. Nice one, you lot. Thanks for watching. All the best, and I'll catch you on the next one. And just remember, because we're all the same, doesn't matter where you're from, who you are, what colour you are, black, white, green or purple, whether you've got a fanny or a cock. It don't matter who you are or what you are, what language you speak. We're all the same. Look after each other and just love life, you lot. Ciao for now.